I mean, something right. Obviously, watching that the most recent road trip vlog is a bit more upbeat and a bit cheerful, like jerky. I think this whole intro. Do you think it's been pretty serious?
I
mean,
in
it's
a
a
sense,
serious-
it's probably like a bit camera shy. A bit,
Yeah,
because you're
yeah.
definitely seeing a side which has never been seen, in some sense.
I mean, it's interesting because we've exposed ourselves to each other in this situation. Like not like that, obviously, but I mean, you can't see what's going on at the table, but
I'm gonna have to sit on it.
no, but like when else do we sit down? I mean, we probably do it more than most, but when else do we sit down face to face, no external distractions, and just talk to each other?
Well, I think back to that, and I think it's still alien in some sense when we do it, because you get to that point, like we've said it a few times, where you go, this is a bit deep, this.
Yeah.
And that's almost a defence mechanism saying, right, let's shut down now.
Yeah,
we're opening out to everybody.
No, that's a good point, because going back to Joe, I've said Joe Rogan's name way too much, and he's getting way too much clout from Mindset Man. But he never questions anything that he, like, let me try and word this properly. He never questions any of his own questions or anything that he talks about, because he's so comfortable, because that's his environment.
That's what he's been birthed from it, though, because he always references back when he was too young. Well, not too young, I don't know why that's too, but when he was younger, and he talks about how he used to get too high before podcasts. And he used to a bit like what we said before, like with me saying prosperity, he used to try to sound smart.
Yeah.
And it took a while for him to realise, I don't need to sound smart because I'm not. And he's very open about saying he's not smart and everything like that.
It's crazy that impact of technology, like how the impact it's had, because like I almost feel like we're guests into this world on the other side of things because we're doing this.
Oh yeah.
That's mental, isn't it? That.
Well, as soon as
because it is another world. It's not real.
It's literally up there for everybody to see.
Yeah.
Literally everybody. But then again, I saw something about there's only 1 billion people on YouTube. Like.
Not only.
Yeah, but you
in the
compare
grand
that to the
scheme of
world
things.
and stuff like that, and that makes me think like some people have not seen. But I might think back to you used to watch YouTube like back in the like Machinima. If I say that.
Yeah, like
Call of
Halo.
Duty.
I used to watch Halo.
Yeah, Machinima used to literally own like FPS first person shooters. Like you'd be sponsored by Machinima. You'd upload to Machinima.
I used to think it was Machimina. Machimina.
That giving such a. I think that's like. I don't know what it is about.
They were. That's the right throwback. That because when I was in primary school, like I used to play Halo all the time with my mates. Like that was just a game that we played, and that was the first experience I had with YouTube. Watching like stupid videos of Halo.
But that makes me think like.
And Charlie bit my finger.
Yeah, when you think back to them times, you think them were such good times.
Yeah.
Like, what has changed? Almost to say that. Obviously, when you will look, think about a year ago, you'll look back at a time and think that was such a good time. But in the present, sometimes you won't even notice it, or you might think it's bad.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think that.
It's like hindsight. Hindsight's a wonderful
thing. It's like your brain's just clinging onto it no matter what.
Yeah.
So it'll be like, it's positive. You've done that. It's almost like a self rewarding system.
That's just made me think about FIFA. So obviously, I realised FIFA was a problem, so I got rid of it. But I still like watch FIFA videos. I'm 21 and I watch FIFA videos. Who gives a fuck? Like, that's the way the world is now. But when I'm watching those FIFA videos, I'm thinking about all the good things, because obviously that's all you see. I'm thinking like, I'm itching to play. Like, I want to buy an Xbox. I want to get a proper, unbelievable quality PC monitor to sit perfectly in this desk so I can play FIFA. But I'm not thinking about all those times when I was sat there feeling depressed after playing foot champs and losing a game and getting worked up about nothing. But because that's how your brain works. Your brain is always going to search for the dopamine hit, not the other thing.
That's what I think. I've just obviously it's not like fact, but that's what's made me think back to that. So your brain is thinking, what was the last time my dopamine was a high, and how can I get that again? You think back to a time, you make it a better time. You almost, what is it?
Like glorifying it almost, isn't it?
Make it more. I'd say exponential, but it's almost not applicable in a way. It is that like your brain will make it a lot bigger than
emphasise. Yeah.
So the emphasis on that because it's always chasing the dopamine.
Yeah.
Which is why we're chasing dopamine.
So I mean, we could talk about this for so long as well, just on its own.
I mean, think of dopamine. I've literally got a bloody essay wrote about dopamine and sleep that was one of my work projects.
Yeah, me too. I've got one on mine as well. We ought to have a look at them and compare at some point.
Funny. But thinking back to that's something when you link it back to doing stuff that you're good at and you like and you're invested in. I'm invested in wanting to know what the hell is going up on a player, so I'll invest my time and become almost good at researching, writing, because I want to learn.
Like master your mind, master of your own kingdom. Yeah. But what I was hinting at, when I was saying like, is this all being a bit serious? I think because we're quite intense when we're talking about this because it means so much and there's so many different things about it. It's almost hard. It might come across like we don't have a laugh. Perhaps like.
But I think it's more we have a laugh too much sometimes.
Yeah.
In terms of like, you need to conquer, like with the diary almost analogy is, you need to conquer your mind because that is what controls everything.
Yeah, master your mind.
So like, it's like you couldn't like numerically say what podcast it'd phase out, but I feel like we'll phase it out because when we first started, I was like, like what I said earlier, we're going to be a bit timid. We're going to have like natural defence barriers being like shut down.
I already feel more comfortable like thinking back to the start of this.
Oh yeah.
It was a bit weird, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, carry on, sorry.
But yeah, so like them natural barriers are almost going to get broken and eventually phase out the more podcasts we do. And you almost see a more truer version or a light-hearted one because them defence barriers aren't there.
It's easy to forget, like I was saying about the external impact of just having a camera there. That if there was a wall here, we would just be sat talking to each other, and realistically, it is that like we aren't. No one's watching us now. We're just talking.
Yeah, and we could never go out.
But yeah.
But that makes me think we are missing this one-on-one because when are we not? Oh yeah, I've been thinking about that as well. Oh, look at this. And we've probably maybe a handful of times ever sat like this.
Yeah.
Probably the podcast that we did in lockdown.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
And any rare times